All right. Hey, everybody. Spydeco64 back here once again with yet another NASCAR 1/64 scale diecast review. And here today, ladies and gentlemen, so you know how I've been doing a lot of these collection videos, or batch, I guess, reviews, as I guess you can call it. We'll call them batch reviews just for now, but you know how we've been doing a lot of these batch reviews on, let's turn the Xfinity cars. Well, I said also earlier in the year, well, I don't know if I said it here or publicly, I don't really know, but I said but I set out a goal for myself this year, and pretty much for out a lot of these years, and that is to, of course, trying to see and to try to collect as many NASCAR 1/64 scale Xfinity and Truck Series diecasts that I can, so that just to kind of see how many we get pretty much in a year. And as you already saw, holy shit, I mean, we have like, what, 13? Yeah, I think we have 13 different releases of different drivers in the Xfinity release for the Xfinity series. And then you look to the Truck Series, and we only have really 5. This kind of goes to show just, I mean, how really shit of a year it's been for the Truck Series. Yeah, even this year for the Truck Series, I gotta really sort of admit, it's not been really sort of a fun year, honestly, for trucks. And even for the diecast, because we only have like 5 here to talk about. But that still doesn't mean, though, that there's something worth talking about with these trucks. So before we do get into the video itself, it is really important to mention, I want to say this right off the bat, and that is, so the trucks that we have here, so basically what's funny is that 3 out of the 5 are race wins. And I think for simplicity's sake, I think what we're going to be doing here is that we are most likely going to do the standard editions first, and then we'll talk about the race wins. Now, I really could give the race wins their own separate review. However, though, in the past, though, standard reviews or solo reviews for Truck and Xfinity diecast, they often really don't perform all that well. The Cup Series ones do really well, but the Truck and Xfinity ones, they never done as well. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe now, since there's been a bit of an influx in subscribers as of right now, which, by the way, thank you all for subscribing all to the channel. And if this is your first time here, welcome. This is what we do. But I don't know. Maybe we'll kind of have to wait and see kind of how that goes. But we're going to just talk about them all right here, since I got to really be honest, there's not much race win kind of going on here with these 3 trucks. Well, this one has some race win going on, but I'll get to that here in a moment. But let's just get straight into this video. I just wanted to throw that out here before we get into this one. So, yeah, let's just do it right now. So, our first standard edition truck that we have up here is Lane Riggs. Number 38 loves RV Stop F-150 for Front Row Motorsports. Now, for those who are wondering, where does this come from? Well, this is from the NASCAR Authentics Advent Calendar. Now, before anybody of you the viewers, say that I spoiled the calendar, guys, literally this one and then the Chandler Smith number 81 have been revealed for months now. Like, don't get mad at me because of that. If you really, and honestly, like, it's literally on the fucking box, okay? Like, just, okay. Don't get mad at me. I just needed to throw that out there because I know that maybe there's going to be, I don't know, maybe, because, well, let's just say that a lot of people got upset of that when I was on, like, the original Big Bride Discord server. Yeah, a lot of people just got pissed the F off, so here is a quick look at the truck itself. So this truck right here, unfortunately, got canceled in the Gold Series. But however, though, it was able to gain a little bit of some life in the NASCAR Authentics line. Well, of course, this is technically, a box set that you were supposed to get all in one. But hey, you know what? I don't really want any of the other cars that are in that set. I won't say what's in that set, but yeah. But anyways, though. So the paint scheme for Lane Riggs this year, for the, god damn it, I did it again. So the Lane Riggs truck, very much so, has not changed really at all compared to when Zane Smith drove this. As a matter of fact, I do have the race win version of this truck at Daytona, and the biggest difference between that one and this one is that it had a black flatbed. But this one, of course, as you can see, it's all basically wrapped in yellow, which is kind of weird considering how this is not how the Cup paint scheme is. So I don't know, maybe or hell maybe next year this is how the Cup Series version is gonna go. I don't know. We'll just kind of have to wait and see how that all goes. But still, though, a really nice looking truck, just a bright yellow truck right here. Kind of does remind me a bit of Joey's Shell Pennzoil car. A couple of things to mention, of course, is that this, of course, has no windshield banner, and of course, it has the gray cockpit, pretty much just the color as the chassis. So there you go. And this is also the new F-150 nose. So there you go. The only difference, as far as I can see, it's much darker. Yeah, but also, by the way, this isn't the only Lane Riggs truck that is released. There will be the Infinity version that will be in a that's in Wave 6. And actually, from what I've heard, that wave is supposedly hitting right now. So I probably have to go out and maybe find it on Walmart, but I was just there a couple of days ago, so yeah. Next truck up, we have Matt Mills, JF Electric, Chevy, and of course this is for Nice Motorsports. This was one of the ones, this was really a surprising one that got made. This is probably going to be one of those more random trucks that you're just like, oh yeah, they made that, which, I mean, hey, I'm not complaining one bit. I mean, this is really freaking cool. This paint scheme came out beautifully. I love this dark blue, and then of course the white and the red. It just came out so freaking cool, man. Now, as far as I'm really concerned, I'm pretty sure the sponsor bought this out, right? They had to, unless people really pre-ordered a Matt Mills diecast. That's new. That's new. That's news to me. But really, though, looking at the truck, all kind of around, yeah, I really love the red on this truck, especially with the red banner. It just makes it look even better. Though, admittedly, I do think though that for some of the trucks, it kind of doesn't work, and honestly, I do prefer if they just kept the black the black banner. But I mean, I don't know. Even for Xfinity, they don't even have it fully on the banner. So I don't know. You can't, of course, win all the time. One thing I will say though is that I really like the pink version of this one. Yeah, the one that Connor Jones that Connor Jones wrecked and put Matt Mills in the hospital. Thankfully, he of course came out of the hospital. But yuck, the Connor Jones, he sucks. He's not that great. All right, so that is that was the Matt Mills truck, and actually let's get this logo out of the way here. So I'm not being paid by Craftsman. So now we're going to have a look-see here at the race wins. And we're going to go in order here. This goes from Daytona, Atlanta, and Vegas. That's the order of the races this year. So let's have a look-see here at Nick Sanchez, number 2, Daytona race win. And of course, Game Bridge is on the side. This is for Rev Racing. Rev Racing's, of course, truck team. They also won the ARCA championship with Andreas Perez. And a funny story, I thought this was a GMS truck. And then I found out it was Rev Racing. I'm like, what in the hell? Goes to show how much I don't know shit about the truck series nowadays. But yeah, that's a bit of a funny story that I wanted to say. So yeah, Nick Sanchez, first appearance in the 164 scale line for the trucks. And I think this is also the first Gainbridge diecast as well. So yeah, look at this, Gainbridge. Of course, they entered NASCAR about last year and during the summer when they sponsored Corey LaJoie and Ty Dillon for Spire. And this is practically a Spire truck, by the way. I'll get to that here in a minute. But yeah, so for the most part, a really awesome looking paint scheme all the way around. For Nick Sanchez. Is it Nick? What is he for Nick Sanchez or Nicholas Sanchez? I don't know. I heard like Adam Alexander and Jamie Little say it differently. Then again, it's Jamie Little commentating these truck races. So let's have a quick look here at the race win damage. Now, of course, as you see here, the Craftsman logo is a bit more bolder than the Matt Mills one. That's a bit interesting. I like the way that this one came out better than the Matt Mills one. And looking here at the front, looks a little bit dirty. All things kind of looks a bit dirty. Of course, the grill's a bit dirty-ish here. And of course, you can see there's the carbon fiber on the splitter. On the side, you have some damage right here, or some scuffs with the two. And then, of course, you can see a lot of damage right here, some tape and all that sort of stuff. I didn't watch this race, by the way. The only thing I heard was that people were pissed off at Raja Kruth, and then he won 3 weeks later, and people kind of forgot about it. So, typical truck race. But that is really where the most race win damage is this side right here, and that would say fast break. So there you go. But overall, not a bad looking scheme, and of course you could see a little bit some, I guess, damage back there. But overall, not looking too bad. Do wonder, though, if we'll get any Cup Gainbridge cars. Not that I'm not going to review any, but just wanted to make sure. Next truck up is Kyle Busch. Group 1001. Yeah, that's a great sponsorship name. I have no idea where these sponsors come from. But hey, it's whatever who pays the bills. Now, one thing I want to say right before we talk about the Kyle Busch truck is the paint scheme. So here's the, can you see? It's literally the same design, just with different colors. So yeah, this is something that Spire is doing, which is just incorporating the same paint scheme, which, I mean, hey, it works, but it's kind of a bit weird. And honestly, I was like, that's kind of a bit lazy, don't you think? But I guess, hey, Spire's, I guess, again, and one thing also to keep in mind is that Rev Racing, that's basically a Spire truck. They basically get their trucks from the Spire shop, so I guess it's consistent on brand. But this was Kyle Busch, one of Kyle Busch's 2 wins in trucks this year. He did win also at Texas, and they will be making, and that one will be coming out in about 2 months' time, give or take, around New Year's. And also at the same time as well, Kyle Busch is one of his only wins this year came in the truck series. Oh my God, that's I gotta honestly say that just sucks so badly. For your only wins just to come in the trucks. You know, a lot of people often always said that Kyle Busch has to go back when he loses in Cup. He has to go back down he has to go down to Xfinity or trucks just to steal a win from a kid that probably deserves it. But I mean, hey, I don't mind Cup drivers in Cup and Xfinity because or in Xfinity and trucks because, hey, we get diecast of it. So I really am looking throughout the rest of this car, and I gotta say, wow, this is a really clean race win. I mean, now this was another truck race that I didn't even watch either. Oh, wow. First 2 races of the season, I didn't even watch it. Wow. Yeah, that's kind of crazy to think about, but wow, what a really clean race win. If I told you this is a race win, I don't think any of you would have believed me. But the only race win damage you can see here is a little bit of scuffs and marks right here. Other than that, it's clean as a baby's bum. Holy crap! Let me look at this. No, that's a race win version, by the way. Look, that's the box. I'm sorry if I'm killing all of you with the light. That's crazy. Wow. Even some of his earlier truck wins, like with Cessna and all that sort of stuff, even that looks like it has some damage. So the final Truck Series win we're going to be taking a look at here, and this was one that I was excited for. We got Raja Cruz, number 71, HendrickCars.com Chevrolet Silverado. Of course, Raja Cruz, only the third African-American to win in NASCAR's top 3 divisions. Of course, joining Wendell Scott, Darrell Wallace Jr. on that company. Of course, breaking ground. And wow, this one also, too, doesn't look all that race win damage heavy. Wow, this really looks like a standard edition. Wow. But, I mean, hey, though, I'm a sucker for the HendrickCars.com schemes. I'm really am. So, this is perfect kind of for me. But, yeah, though, just so cool to see Raja get his first Truck Series win. And all that sort of stuff. Just absolutely just incredible. And as I'm looking at the rest of the truck, yeah, it's, well, actually, you can see some rubber buildup right here. And actually, let's actually see if we can, there's a little bit, no, that's the decal peeling. Line-out quality. At least this didn't come out as bad as that Rizzler Byron. The front end is a little bit dirty. I apologize if my fingernails look crusty. It has been windy here and dry. I live in a desert. I practically live 3 hours from Las Vegas Motor Speedway where this event happened. Yeah. You see some of the fumes from the exhaust pipe, of course, some black there. Of course, you also have a little bit of some damage right there. And some here, some scuffs and marks. And some there. Looking all right. And for the most part, it looks, for the most part, it looks fairly clean. Now, one thing that is really important to mention is that Lionel Racing is offering a 2-pack with this truck and then also the Kyle Larson Las Vegas one. Right here, so there you go. Of course, I didn't get it because, well, come on. It's like, why? That's not really worth it to me. I probably might get the Texas one. The Texas 2-pack with Byron and I think, yeah, with Byron and Byron's the Dakota 2-pack with Byron's Coda win and then Kyle Larson's his Xfinity win. Yeah, probably. Since there's 2 versions of those coming out, and I figure that why not kill two birds with one stone? But there you go. Kind of noticed that the HendrickCars logo is a bit tilted here, but not on here. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, no, this one's going a bit farther down. That's interesting. So yeah, also this is the diecast metal chassis version. I think the standard edition should be out. I think. I don't know. So there you go. That is Raja Cruz truck. So let's quickly fix this up real quick. Let's put them back in numerical order, and I will give my final thoughts on the review today. So there you go, guys. That pretty much does it for my review, or for my look at the Truck Series 1/64 scale diecast. Now, while again there isn't much trucks here, still though, it was a very interesting video to make, in my honest opinion. Really interesting video to make. A really just interesting collection of just trucks that we have so far. We have Lane Riggs, who I think The Bristol, I think they're offering the Bristol race win. The Matt Mills one, I have to bet that the sponsor bought that out. That, you know, the sponsor bought that out. And then, of course, it was natural that we're going to get, well, actually, it was kind of a bit weird since, because throughout the last few couple years, the Truck Series, Daytona win, Atlanta win, and then also the Vegas win, more often than not, always gets um, preserved for the winner circle line. But it made it in the Gold Series, so that makes things so much easier for me to review. So that's pretty cool. Now I am hoping though that we do get some more 164 scale trucks. I am hoping that we do get like a Corey Haim, a Christian Eckes race win. I do know they are making the KB Texas win. I might actually do a solo review for that, just for the hell of it. Probably just for the hell of it, just to be like, hey, here's a solo truck review. Now, so far, I think the only other truck that I think we're in custody of getting, well, there's the Ty Majeski one, and usually, and I'm talking about the Ty Majeski Championship race win version. That typically sometimes gets made, but I'm pretty sure we're most likely gonna see the one where the championship logo is on the back of the flatbed. Most likely so. And that will probably be preserved for the winner circle line. So yeah, there you go. But with all that really kind of being said though in mind though, guys. Oh yeah, there's also supposed to be like the Thad Moffitt Petty GMS one as well, but I'll probably save that for another time, just because nobody's gonna watch a review for Thad Moffitt, and Thad Moffitt's just whatever. I swear that dude's on fentanyl, or he's on like, have you seen the dudes? Like, have you seen this guy's freaking eyeballs? The dude literally opens up his eyes so wide that it's just like, holy shit. This dude's pupils are so black. Hell, he might be on drugs or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. But anyways, though, thank you all so much for watching this video. And we will see all of you in the next video.